Again, I just said this really, entertainment law. Okay, entertainment law is just corporate law
Mm.
about the entertainment industry.
Mm.
So, because an entertainment company, who are the big entertainment companies? Paramount, Disney, like let's just go historic, right? Paramount,
Universal.
Disney, right? Okay, we're not even going to bring the
Yeah.
streamers into it. Just let's just start with those three.
Right.
They are just companies. They have shareholders, they
Hmm.
have investors, they have, right, they have all there's HR, like they're companies, right?
Mm.
And so how I started, we didn't get kind of deep into my background, but I started doing corporate law actually at a big firm, doing capital markets. So that's kind of dealing with
Mm.
public companies. That could be anything from them IPOing and right going public to once they're already a public company, there are certain responsibilities that they have to their investors to put out certain public statements that the government requires. So those are you've heard of them before, the 10K or a proxy or 10Q or something like that, right?
Hmm.
I worked on those documents for public companies. Now, I
Mm.
did do that for some companies that were considered media companies or tech companies, but
Hmm.
nonetheless, that was similar to the same 10Q that I did for an aerospace company or that I did for a energy company, right? Because it's just a company. Now, however, the
Mm.
good or the service that Paramount, Disney, you name it, sells or they provide to the public is entertainment. It could be music, it could be movies, it could be television shows, theme parks with Disney, right? Like all these different facets. That's what's the industry. So to your point where you said, an entertainment lawyer almost has to have maybe some criminal experience, maybe like all these different things. It depends on the type of law you're doing. It depends on the which type of entertainment contract you're looking at, right? Is it a development
Hmm.
contract or production contract, that sort of thing? But it also just depends on your standpoint. So when you're in house, you're the counsel for the company. You speak on your
Hmm.
company's behalf, right? You care for their best interests. You're usually servicing them in some area of their business. When you're at a firm, you could, in fact, deal with anything. If you're a solo practitioner, you could, in fact, deal with anything, right?
Hmm.
You see
Right.
some attorneys that they may say that they're an entertainment attorney, but they do criminal law, right? Because say if an
Mm.
entertainment client gets into trouble, they'll help assist them with that. But then say that entertainment client, say it's an actor, say the
Mm.
actor also decides they're going to start a hamburger business. Well, now they're dealing with corporate law themselves. They're trying to figure out how do I
Yeah.
set up an LLC for doing franchise fees, employment agreements.
Mm.
So that's what it means by that, or I guess that's kind of answers the question to do entertainment lawyers have to know about a lot of different areas? Yes, but also I think it depends on the side that you're representing and just the scenario itself. But that's the beauty of law school, right? When we go to law school, we don't just take entertainment law classes. We take civil procedure, criminal law, torts, contracts, so many different areas because everything is about the human experience and issues we may all run into.
It would seem that there can be discrepancies with attorneys, artists, and studio heads all coming together. And so, have you had any experience with that? I know that you're also part of the Black Entertainment Sports and Law Association. Is that correct?
Beasley, yes.
Beasley, yes, Beasley and Blossom. Yes, see, we do our work over here. We're fact finders too.
Yeah, you're doing your research.
Yes. But could you talk about that balance of those things and as an attorney, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, well, I will say, so I've never been a solo practitioner. I've never
Mm-hmm.
like had my own firm. But when I was
Mm-hmm.
in law school, I did intern at like a boutique entertainment firm, and
Mm-hmm.
the lawyer represented talent.
Mm-hmm.
They would represent talent in multiple areas of law, right? So they would do like reality show performer agreements for their talent, but then say if the talent was suing another person for some reason, they would
Mm-hmm.
help them, in the lawsuit, right? Help represent them in the lawsuit. And I would say that's more common, I think, for like smaller law firms or solo practitioners. We are kind of jumping in and out of like potentially criminal law, civil law, then true entertainment law, licensing deals, partnerships, whatever. Like, because like when you're in house,
Hmm.
That company hires you to be a lawyer in this department or in this area of their business. So
Hmm.
like there are, so for myself, like I do distribution. Basically, I do inbound distribution, right? Helping to bring content to the service from external, like from third parties, right? So a lot of the
Hmm.
movies and TV shows you see, they're on the app, and maybe they weren't created by the company I work for, but we help license those titles onto the service.
And it
So,
was done because of you.
no, yes, me and my team, again,
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
the
yeah. Come on, we gotta let us.
yeah,
You
yes,
gotta let us give you flowers here a little bit. Come on now,
yeah,
take a compliment. Come on, take
yes,
a
yes, I'll
compliment.
take
That's something to be proud of. Yeah, that's big boss. Listen, listen, listen. I just want to clarify for the audience. I understand what you're saying. I'm not going to
it.
say that the audience does not understand,
Yeah,
but ladies and gentlemen, to have taken the bar twice, pass, be barred in three different states, to pivot from marketing to boutique law firms to working on the IP on the IPO side of things.